How y'all doing? This is Black Light. I use this channel to basically vent and just talk about different videos and just different things that's going on. I recently came across a video that was very disturbing and very upsetting um, for me. So I want to share this with y'all, and I would love to get some comments from some of the females or ladies out there, because how they what they think about the situation, how they feel about the situation. Because basically, we got a police officer that has a black female in her 20s um, out in public with no shirt on, with her breast exposed. Um, and what's the craziest part about it is he stopped her all over lies. But we're gonna go ahead and watch this video, and I want y'all to see why I'm upset and why it disturbed me. It kind of like hurt me and offended me on like on the inside. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're gonna watch this video. Please like, subscribe, watch my other videos, and leave comments, please. Thank you very much. But we're gonna go ahead and get to this video. Let me share my screen. Okay, first off, it's saying Trinity Clark, she's 21 years old, was detained by Knoxville Police Department Officer Joseph Roberts on August 12th of 2021. Now watch closely. He claims she sped away from him and evaded arrest, but she did not. Now check this out, because we're about to watch. This video shows how Roberts wrestled Clark to the ground, leaving her topless in the front yard of a friend's home, handcuffed and exposed. It really don't matter if she had, if for several minutes she was exposed outside. Now watch this. Him, he talking to somebody else. This footage is graphic, and viewers should understand that event is shown is disturbing and includes expletives. Now that's her. That's Trinity right there, Trinity Clark. She passed him by. And not at no crazy speed or nothing. Let's watch that again, because when he lied, I want y'all to catch this, right? This Trinity. Mind her own business, coming back from McDonald's, getting her nails done, work here done. Who knows where she coming from? Mind her own business, right? Roberts began driving through the residential neighborhood at excessive speed to pursue Clark. So he already breaking the law his own damn self. Endangerment. Somebody could be walking the street thing. You flying for no apparent reason. You flying down the street at excessive speed. Roberts did not turn on his emergency lights during the pursuit and used his siren only for one brief instant to alert a driver on a cross street. So if you drive, mind your own business. Mind you, she ain't getting up. Business. You seen the police stop? She just got a Ford Fusion silver. She dare look at police stop. She still don't know that he's following her.
I got out my car. The tree branches are.
Going in the house because she don't know.
Pulled up behind me. He didn't have his lights on until he came outside his car, and I was standing roughly almost at the front step.
Come here. I pulled you over. Come here. Yeah, I did. Get over here.
And he started yelling at me, demanding me to come here, and I felt very unsafe. So I stayed right there near the fort.
Yeah, I did. Get over here.
Because imagine, she knew he was on something right from the gate. She knew he was on something.
Come here.
Because he didn't put his lights on.
And I asked him to come to me and speak to me directly where I was.
So she knew he was on something from the jump.
He comes over.
What's going on?
hands over her, doesn't ask me, or doesn't tell me nothing was wrong. And I asked multiple times, did I do anything? What was I getting arrested for? What was I getting detained for? There was no response.
What's going on? Okay.
What you want? I didn't do nothing. You crazy. Hey, why you crazy? What the
Okay. Now see that, check that out. So far, we got her right down the street, right? Coming from wherever she's coming from. She wasn't speeding. Everybody know for one, you gonna slow down or whatever. Most people gonna slow down anyway. But she wasn't speeding. I don't know if it was because she seen the police order case, but she wasn't speeding right. She pulls up at wherever she's going. I think it's her cousin's house. Wherever she's going, and then he just says, "Come here." Okay. And then just walks up to her and start getting physical. They have the authority and the right to do that to you. Immediately got physical.
What's going on?
And at this point, he knows she didn't do nothing wrong.
What you want?
Imagine
I
that.
didn't do
This is the type of people that's working for them. Imagine this, right? She has done absolutely nothing wrong. And he jumps out the car, tells her to come here, and then this is what he begins to do to her.
nothing. You crazy. Hey, why you crazy? I mean, I'm not motherfucking with you.
Hey,
Being detained. You're being detained. Being detained for what? What is she being detained for? And then this is something this is what it offended me and really hurt me a little bit. And I'm so sorry that this happened to her. It's the fact that she's a 21-year-old female and this is a man. And he got her out there with her breast and her titties hanging out. And then he got his hands all over her body and touching all over her body. Mind you, she hadn't done nothing. He just decided that this is what he wants to do, and he has the authority and the power to do that. So he's doing it because he can.
Oh, my baby girl.
being detained. Being detained.
Oh, my baby girl.
You see that? Look at him, hands all over her body, in the front of her body, where her breasts are, like all that. He just got his nasty, filthy, nasty hands all over her body, touching her for no reason whatsoever, because that's what he wanted to do.
Get in the house. How about that?
Look at that. And then that's the other thing. That's the other thing that I didn't like that disturbed me when I watched this video. Now, y'all know something is going on that's not right with this, right? For one, she don't got no shirt on. But two, he manhandling her. And then he gonna yell for y'all to go back in the house, and then y'all just gonna go in the house. Like, you should be out there recording, protest, yelling, doing something, throwing something. I'm not trying to say that they should be trying to get shot, but you should be doing something. At least you should be out there watching it and seeing what's going on. You don't go back in the house and some man up here jumping on your friend, cousin, sister, whatever case. You gonna yell, get in the house, and they gonna go in the house.
Get in the house. How about that?
He could have raped her, did anything.
We got people coming in the house. Okay.
Now, who wouldn't understand that a man to a female, but we already knew he was on some fuck shit anyway, because she didn't do nothing.
Get your hands out.
No, I don't.
I'm so sorry if this happened. Imagine how she feels. All these men, all them got hands, their hands all over her body. Look how he twisting her arm. I mean, they females, we got men, and they got guns. So I kind of understand on one side why they but at the same token, I couldn't see that going inside. Mind you, still up to 20, mind you, she haven't committed no crime. She hasn't done nothing. Now, why couldn't she at a house, right?
Oh, so they were just coming out of the house on me, all of them.
They're coming out the house on me, all of them, and it's like two teenage girls. All of them start coming out of the house on me. It's like two teenage girls. Now, this was my question: why? Okay, we already know, so it's kind of stupid to ask this question because we already know he was on some BS from the jump. So it's kind of crazy to ask this. But why wouldn't any of them, the ones that's pulling up, wouldn't allow her to put a shirt on? I mean, all she had on was a little pair of shorts and that shirt, so we know she doesn't have a weapon on her, or anything like that. You handcuff, it's just her, and it's about 4 or 5, what, 6 of y'all out there. Like, why wouldn't some of the other officers that didn't know that he was on some BS, that didn't know that he was lying, be like, hey, let's let this girl put a shirt on, especially even the black officer that we're about to see. And I mean, they just all piled on top of this 21-year-old with her titties on. They all seen her titties. Yeah. That's how they got her outside, and he's strapped on top of her. He enjoying it. And I'm gonna tell you something else. And then another time, people always wonder why black men, they shouldn't run, they shouldn't flee. This is the reason why black men run. This is why these teenagers and they run, because they scared, because they know the police be on stuff like this. That's why they run. That's why they run. It's a fight or flight mentality. And most people, believe it or not, most people don't want no trouble with police or want to get into no shootout or nothing with the police. I mean, just use common sense. You already know that they have a legal right to shoot you and kill you or whatever like that. So you're not going to try to fight. I mean, unless it's like your last result. So you're going to fly. And that's what we see going on all the time when all these people getting shot in the back. They're trying to flee the situation because they know stuff like this happens all the time.
Get the fuck off of me, bro. Real shit. Get off of me.
She handcuffed, don't got no weapons. Why you got to be on top of her? Why can't she stand up? Why can't y'all get her a shirt?
Get the fuck off of me! Get off of me! Bitch, get off of me! Oh my gosh, why is y'all twisting my body around? Get these fucking cuffs off of me! Boy, y'all got 30 cops on one female.
And then that's the other thing. That's take 3 that pissed me off. Which when she gonna tell her to just be quiet. Okay, you outside with your goddamn titties hanging outside, handcuffed, they twisting your arm all around. Mind you, you ain't did a damn thing wrong. And they all on top of you. Any human being would be yelling, get off me, get the fuck off me, get off me, or whatever. Get off me. I mean, what do you mean talking about? She kind of took their side a little bit on it, telling her to just be quiet. And they out there dragging her, pushing her all around like this. for her chest out like that. Like, what do you mean, just be quiet? Talking about just be quiet. What the hell you mean, just be quiet? You should be saying something too. Talking about just be quiet.
No, we're not trying to.
What the? He's fucking cuff off of me. Boy, y'all got 30 cops on one female. Just be quiet. And then y'all trying to touch me.
No, we're not trying to.
What the?
Y'all are touching. What do you mean? They not even trying. They actually are touching you. Like, I'm not understanding why they got the what you doing. Like, what's all the hand rubbing? Like, why are they hands just all over her body? She got a pair of shorts on and a damn shirt. Y'all got to do that much touching?
Because I didn't have a problem.
Like, what the hell are y'all doing? What are they doing?
Hey, don't talk in front of her.
Get off
And
of
then
me,
all in the front,
yo.
like, what are you doing? What are they doing?
Okay, what's
And I want y'all fucking no idea that he was arresting me for any of the things that he accused me of. I never knew what his reason was behind the whole situation.
Thank God it was
Most people you
cameras
see on here
around.
talking
Thank
about
God it was
dropshipping
cameras
have
around. That
never
man
actually made
would have
money
probably would have.
dropshipping. Now, I
I
don't have
really
access
think
to
they
their
already was
financials,
sexually
but I
assaulting
know
her,
what
if you
works
ask
and I
me.
know
But
what.
that man probably would have raped her or anything if he didn't have no cam on. He felt that comfortable to jump out his damn car and just go grab her and start getting physical with her. He felt that comfortable. Trinity Clark was charged with assault on a first responder, driving on a suspended license, felony evading arrest, flight in a vehicle, failure to yield right away, resisting stop, arrest, and search without a weapon, simple possession of marijuana. These are the charges. I want to say something about that though too. See, a lot of time we look at the surface of this. See, this is why it should not be no qualified immunity, because just imagine if they didn't have a cam recording exactly what happened, and the judge that didn't get on code with them, because we about to see that this judge didn't get on code with them. He charged her with having marijuana, and all these are lies. Having marijuana. So you got a marijuana charge on your record, right? So now that's hindering you from one getting any type of financial aid, anything with school, because you got a drug charge, right? Two, marijuana charge. It can hinder where you can work with your employment, where you can get a job at. Three, where you can live. Some people will not accept you if you have any type of drug charge or like that on your record. So he and just over lies, he and completely destroyed this girl's life going forward, in housing, with education, any type of financial aid or anything for school and employment like that. And then assault on a first responder. Got it on her record that she was fighting a police officer or assaulted a police officer. These are the charges that he brought up that he was putting on her. Assault on a first assault. So she's gonna have an assault charge on her record. She's gonna have a felony for evading a felony, y'all. A felony. She's gonna have a felony on her record, evading arrest, flight in a vehicle, failure to yield right away, resisting stop, arrest, and search without a weapon, simple possession of marijuana. Now, this is all stuff that was going to be on her record, but they was all lies though. Was willing to mess this girl's life up. At a preliminary hearing, General says Judge Tony dismissed every charge, calling the event
With regard to the evading arrest, I'm going to dismiss that, the felony. The simple possession, the assault on the first responder, the driving on a suspended license. I just don't see the probable cause. To me, this is disturbing. I'm going to dismiss everything. Everything's dismissed.
Roberts lied to dispatch, fellow officers, and in written reports about what happened during his encounter with Trinity Clark.
All right, you okay, bud? Yeah.
So he lied. They admittedly know that he lied on everything that he said that this girl did with the whole situation. They admit that he lied about
Oh, your nose is hurting bad. Yeah.
it. She popped him in the nose.
Yeah. Feels, I know it feels messed up, but anyway, I'm on a traffic stop over there. That last traffic stop you heard
Y'all,
about.
and we sit here think about this now, y'all. Think about this. You think he the only? We know that he not the only one doing stuff like this. This man and just for whatever reason, like he got to be crazy. Like he just literally just looked at her, seen her going past, and said, I'm gonna go mess with her," and got physical and everything, and then lying. Like this is what this. Come on now, y'all. Come on now. This is what they do.
With the one Camaro. She comes flying by us, almost flips me. So I go,
And her titties.
try to follow her, and she takes off on me. So I'm like, okay, so I'm about to go straight right there.
And look at his black ass
And
standing
she pulls over really quick right here, steps out of the car and tries to run in the house. I told her to come here. She's not,
Hold on,
not
let me
coming
rewind
here.
this.
She's not
I'm
coming to
sorry to
me.
hear how it
So I
goes.
try to go straight right there. She comes flying by us,
Flying.
almost flips me. So I go, try to follow her, and she takes off on me. So I'm like, okay, so I'm about to go straight right there. And she pulls over really quick right here, steps out of the car and tries to run in the house. I told her to come here. She's not coming here. She's not coming to me. So I try to grab her. She punched, yeah.
At least 3 of Robert's supervisors reviewed camera footage as a part of their use of force review. The only criticism of Robert's action was that his use of foul language. To be clear, only reviewing the force itself, not entirety of circumstances that led to it. Okay, so once again, my problem with this is that the fact that we live in a system and a society to where people can tell you if you've been wrong or not. Like there is like somebody like if the judge would have said, okay, well, I want to say that's justifiable, that it was okay for that to happen, like his supervisors did, then that just would have been the end of it. It's like you can see something wrong and know something's wrong, but if they tell you that it's right and that it's okay, then that's just what it is. Like it's like, okay, well, we know it's wrong. We know that that's not right, but they said it's right. They said it's okay. So therefore, because they said that it's okay or that it's right, and therefore it is. Therefore it is. They say it's right. Therefore it is. They say it's justified. Therefore it is. Like what else can you say? They said it's right. They say it's okay. So it must be. And said, okay. And then to show you why it's that's crazy how he could have damaged this girl's life, her future, everything like that. And then nothing happened to him. Because now he owns something else 5 months later. That's Trinity. Now he owns something 5 months later with a female by the name of Sierra Davis. So that show you that nothing happened because now he right back out doing the same type of stuff. And that wasn't the first time he did it with Trinity. You best believe he did this all the time because he felt too comfortable just jumping out his vehicle, putting his hands on her and getting physical. I mean, he just felt too comfortable doing it, too comfortable lying. I mean, who does something like that? You would just see this girl drive by, follow her home, and then jump out the car and get physical with her, and then was willing to lie and have all these different things on her record that would change her life forever. And you best believe he did that before. If you was want to do it like that this time, you did it before. But now this is something else that he got into 5 months later. Roberts tried to hide his pursuit by turning off his car dashboard body cameras, but the cameras automatically turned on when a certain speed is reached. And we know they do that all the time, turn the body camera off, make it seem like it fell off. Both Davis and Roberts were traveling faster than 100 miles per hour. Davis was T-boned by a car traveling through an intersection, flipping her car over 3 were injured. Roberts lied about the incident, telling officers at the scene of the collision and in written reports like he did with her, he was not pursuing Davis. So now he lying and getting caught up lying in this report. So how many reports has he lied in? How many lives has he damaged or messed up? Roberts also lied on the warrant request for Davis and her passenger. Falsification of official record is a felony. But he committed a felony with her, right? With Trinity. Following the pursuit of Davis, Roberts was suspended. In April of 2022, he resigned. So this is recently. He just now resigned and pled guilty for destroying or tampering with records. He resigned. And I'm gonna tell you something about resigning. When they resign, then they can go get a job somewhere else because they weren't terminated. So with resigning, he can step down and then go get a job somewhere else. And then his court date was actually scheduled for June 29th. So that was actually like this last week, June 29th. His court date scheduled for June 29th. So that's why I say thank God for cameras because he could have sexually assaulted that girl. He could have got away. What's going on? Because clearly he lying. But this is the bigger thing though. How many more um, people has he lied on? Like when this happened, something needs to um, take place with anybody he stopped or police reports because now we know that you lied on reports. Like what's going to be done about that? So do we feel like all of a sudden? So do we feel like all of a sudden that this was his first time lying, that all his other reports were accurate and that he was telling the truth? So, but anyway, I just had to share this video because it was very disturbing and it just shows how vulnerable we are to the system and to these people. Like they can do anything they want to us, and okay, you try to do something back then. Now they have a right; they can shoot you down. I mean, you have no right. Like she couldn't do anything. She's basically helpless and just being victimized, pretty much just being victimized. And then was gonna try to put some victimized on her that was gonna account her and change her whole entire life. And nothing's happened to him. Nothing happened to him for him willing to put those type of charges on her record that would affect her employment, where she can live, what type of job she can have, if she can get financial aid for school, then make it look like she a violent, put on there that she assaulted, a felony assault. Like those, that's what they can do. But anyway, that just really, I'm just terribly sorry that even happened to her. They all the men out there got the chance to see her breast, and anybody else that was out there got to see her breast, and then they had their hands all over her body, touching her. I mean, that's something that's just disgusting. They nasty, slimy, grimy hands all over her body. But I'm so sorry that happened to her. But anyway, like the video, subscribe to my channel. Please comment, let me know what you think about this situation, and what do you think should happen to this particular individual? Because and that's the other thing I say in my other videos. Not everybody is a police officer. Like, at what point was he a police officer? This was some man dressed up as in a police uniform because clearly he wasn't a police because she didn't break no laws. He jumps out the car and then starts getting physical with her. This is some crazy guy dressed up in a police uniform because he has on that uniform. Then he was, if without the camera, he would have been able to get away with everything that he claimed that she did and everything that he did. He would have been able to get away with it if it was not for um, that camera footage. So how do you feel about the fact that somebody in that uniform, even if they're not a true police officer, but somebody that's wearing a police uniform, that they have the right to, if they want to just jump out of a vehicle and then just start getting physical with you, and then make up any type of nonsense, and then put it on your record that can change your life. And then they can still have a job, and 5 months later resign, and then go get a job somewhere else. Anyway, like and subscribe my video, check out other videos on my channel. And thank you all for watching.